everyone and welcome back to my channel, 23 Flavors of Stitching. My name is Kirsten and today is going to be Flosstube number 47. I'm a little out of breath because I was running up and down the stairs. Anyway, so hi, how have you been doing? We have been doing really well. I talked about in my last video how I had just gotten back from the convention for the essential oil company that I work for, and that was a lot of fun. I don't think that I would stay past the registration days for future ones, but I had a lot of fun. I had a great time, and because convention is now over and the holidays are starting, I am trying really hard to get claims down because you don't really want to ruin anyone's holiday season by contacting them. So we're just trying to get those things done now. So work has been busy, but really good. And that's about it. I'm gonna film another Stitch with me this week probably, and do more of a life update there since that's what I've been doing recently. So let's get started. I have 2 new starts, I have a finish, and I have 1 work in progress. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you've seen all of these. But yeah, so let's get into it. I think first we're gonna go with my finish. And I'm really excited about this one. I just need to figure out how I want to fully finish it. But this is Quaker Pumpkins by Hello from Liz Matthews. I did not iron it. And I omitted the words at the bottom. It said All Hallows Eve on it. And I really like it. I was thinking of making this a pillow, but I'm not sure yet if that's what I want to do or not. And I stitched it with the called for Weeks Dye Works, except for the black. I did Gentle Arts Carriage Black, and I stitched it on 18 count oatmeal. And I love it. I'm so happy with it. It only took me a year and a half because I stopped working on it during spring and summer. Alright. And next up I have 2 new starts. So we'll go with the one that I started first. Okay. First is Halloween Quaker by Leela's Studio. That's what it will look like when it's all finished. I started in the middle because I have done this thing recently where I don't give myself, like, I do too much of a, what's it called? Border? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so I just decided to start in the middle. And so that meant that I started with the moon and the witch. And I'm stitching it on 18 Count Haunted by Seraphim Fabrics. And I'm using some of the called for But I also, well, I'm using most of the called for, but there are some that I did my own conversion for. Instead of bamboo, I'm using Forbidden Fiberco Vanilla Blossom because it has a little bit of that cream like bamboo does. And then instead of Rainy Day, I'm using Forbidden Fiberco Galaxy. I tried to match the variegation, like not like how much the skein changes, I guess. And then instead of frog legs, because I decided that I like the brighter colors, so instead of frog legs, I'm using Weeks Dye Works Chartreuse. And then instead of honeycomb, I'm using Weeks Dye Works Squash. And I think that's it. And then I'm also using DMC 310, but that's also called for. So here are all the colors that I picked. They're really pretty. And the reason why I picked the brighter yellow and green is because my lobster claw is fairly bright. And I actually have, I got two options. So I got the lobster claw, and then I also got embers just to see which one I liked more. And I ended up liking lobster claw with the brighter green and yellow. But I also had these three just as an option. This is embers, the orange, and then these two are the called for honeycomb and frog legs. But yeah. I stayed up way too late stitching it, but the night that I started it, but I really like it, so hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. My husband called me. Okay, so next is another new start. I recently finished Stone Street Stitchworks MLK sampler, and so I was kind of thinking, wait, lies, because I said that in my last video, so don't pay attention to anything that I just said. Anyway, I started another Stone Street Stitchworks pattern, and it's called Fervent Fall. And that's what it looks like. And I thought this would be a good small one to be able to work on without feeling like I had to pull out a whole thing. So I'm stitching it on 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha, and I am not using the called for colors, but I will show you my conversion real fast. I am using Victorian Motto and Gentle Arts. So I'm using Victorian Motto, I don't know how to say this word, turmeric, Shades of Cream, Vampire, and then I'm using Gentle Arts Espresso Bean for the really dark brown. And I just thought that Vampire was the perfect deep red for the leaves on the tree. And I think it's looking so good. And I have been really enjoying going through my stash lately and picking conversions. but I've been doing it at night, and so I always have to do it under my aunt light in order for it to even look correctly. Look correct. Okay. Next up, I have a work in progress. And this is His Name is Jesus by Joyful Expressions. I'm stitching this for my mother-in-law. I was going to try and get it done by Christmas this year, but I don't know if that will happen, and I don't want to stress myself out about it. So if it happens, great. If it doesn't, that's okay. And she picked all of these colors except for one. She picked these three, going off of the mauve colorway that they give you. So there's Victorian Motto Wood Rose, Victorian Motto Cherry Cordial, and then Victorian Motto Simply Mauve. And then for the center title, I picked Leo and Roxy Mulberry. Because it is dark enough that it'll stand out, but it also has lighter variegation, so it ties in the mauve colorway really well. And here we are. I worked on it on this last Sunday, and I finished the word His, and then I came up and did the Anointed One, Mighty God, Savior, and Light of the World, but I haven't done of yet because it's backstitch, so I'm gonna wait. But I think it looks so good. And I will be working on it again either tonight or tomorrow. And that is all for the stitching. So, if you want to leave now, you can. Next up will be purchases, and then that'll be it. I don't have a lot that I've purchased. I only have 2 things. So first up is my October Leo and Roxy floss. This might be kind of loud. Okay. So if you don't want to see these, look away. Here they are. This one is super cool. Anyway, love those. What's that one called? I would definitely recommend Leo and Roxy's Floss Club. Most of the time, I get mine before the 1st of the month that they're shipping for. So, like the last week of September, I got my October clip. So, I would definitely recommend them. And then I got a package from Forbidden Fiberco, which is the Virgo Mini Kit, I think it's called. And here is the floss tab, or zipper pull. floss that you need to stitch the pattern. Really earthy and neutral. This is the pattern. I definitely want to start that. And then the fabric that they give you is called Primrose, and I got it in a 16 count. And this, it's kind of green with red. Honestly, I would probably call it like cherry limeade or something. But it's super pretty. Yeah. And that's all from my purchases. I will fix that later. Okay. Oh, here is the needle minder and the scissors. Okay. I was going to do a little like stats thing of how many starts I have left for my 25 starts for my 25th year. So, I have not written down 2 of them, but $22. So I only have 3 starts left, and I'm looking at the ones that I have planned. And they're all gonna be Christmassy, holiday themed, so they will be getting started in November and December. So gives me some time, unless I want to start them now, but gives me some time to work on some other things like Halloween Quaker and maybe my sugar skull since it's October. And yeah. So that is it from me. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe if you are not subscribed. And that's it from me. So I hope you remember that someone always needs you. And I will see you next time.